Cause you'll die overseas by crip walking. Me and Capo, smart OGs, still crippin'. Stephen Hawkins. Yo! Let's go. You got 223s, 9s, Mac 10s, and flip blacks and split hats. You brought your niggas with you? Cool. I bet I light skin when I cap all the G's. Fast!
Holy in a suit, and I rap solidly, cause the past follows me. Fast, I killed him in sex. It's the last colony. You gon' learn something about a star. That's astrology. I got a gun so tall, that shit'll CAPOLOGY.
I ain't playing with none of you niggas. That's the CAPOLOGY flag, little bitch. Let me talk my shit. Get out your moist ass feelings while I talk my shit, girl. The CAPOLOGY Facts Hold This LTV platform is a non-biased setting in which grown talk takes place. Therefore, no people under 18, and please stay out your moist ass feelings when Capo's talking this real shit. Thanks. Have a blessed day. Or hold one of these fucking L's.
I'm here. I'm back with another one. You know what I mean? It's your boy Capital Don, aka Capology Facts. It's all about the bars, you motherfucking bitches. Subscribe to the channel. Like, share, all that good stuff, man. I'm in the presence of greatness right now. You know what I mean? This young man has cultivated himself in this battle rap shit. Starting here in the Midwest, St. Louis to be exact, Missouri that is. You know what I mean? It's part of this legendary battle rap shit. So I think he started his channel in 2006. So he's been in this shit for a very, very long time. He is a stand-up fellow. You know what I mean? As real stand-up old heads, you know what I mean? OGs out here. We it is what it is. But man, hey, look, I'm excited to have this man on, so I can, get a glimpse of what was going on in the St. Louis area as far as this battle rap shit, man. So I want to introduce right now, man, from Street Status, O's in a motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Salute
Big
to
salute,
man.
CAPOLOGY.
That's a fact, man. Glad you on the platform again. Since you're not a stranger.
Not
to
at
the
all.
platform. So I appreciate having you on. Now we can really, dive into a lot of shit, man, and get your thoughts on a lot of things that's going on in battle rap now. You know what I mean? But I really want to talk. My big question that's gonna be later. The Hitman ain't easy.
That shit hilarious. That shit was. Oh man, that's a whole nother story, man.
Hey, we go get right into it. You know what I mean? All right. So, you're born and raised in St. Louis?
Definitely. I actually was born in University City, man. Yeah, up on Corbett. That's where I was born, but I've lived on like the west side of St. Louis majority of my life and shit. So yeah, born and raised, man. Born and raised.
I hear that. I'm always, people know my age over here. So to put things in perspective so I can know, because in 2006, I was like 31 years old. What was you at
I was like
2006?
29. Hold up. In 2006,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the 45. Yeah, I'm 45 now, so
about
that, 16 years ago.
Yeah, 28, 29 years old. So
definitely.
we're relatively, I'll be 48 in June. So,
man, you look damn good to be 48, brother. Straight
man,
up.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, that's that Filipino side of me.
Straight up.
It's straight the fuck up. So growing up in St. Louis, how was it in St. I know, look, Kansas City's not too far off. We both crazy as a motherfucker, and we had our
Facts.
rivalries back then, St. Louis and Kansas City. So I'm glad that shit died the fuck down quickly. But how was it growing up in St. Louis for people that don't
First
know and
off, I want to
understand?
say I definitely like where you headed with the questions because, a lot of times you get on these platforms and shit and just go, like I interview people myself and I just like the direction, you know what I mean? Just give a nigga a backstory on, where a person come from or whatever. But man, this shit, like, honestly, man, like my mom and like others, they be watching interviews and shit that I do and shit. And
Hmm.
they be like, man, I need to get a little more in depth and tell the motherfucker what was really up with me and shit like that. So I try to get a little deeper each interview. But it was fucked up, you know what I'm saying? I was born to teen parents. So you think about teen parents is kind of like the norm.
Hmm.
Now I had my kids, I think my first son at like 17, 18. So um I get it, but it was rough. So I can just imagine in the 70s for my mom and my dad, it was
Right.
way rougher. You know what I mean? It was much more rougher. My mom, her mom passed when I was 1 years old. And then my dad, his mom and dad, they took care of a nigga quite well though. I ain't even gonna lie, like a nigga wasn't out on the streets or nothing. But just
Hmm.
growing up, like the crack era and shit,
Facts.
both my parents was on drugs and shit. Drugs hit them, and crack was just like different. You know what I mean? Just
Hmm.
I swear to God, like I really was growing up, bro. I was dead ass. Like it was affecting my household so much that I was going to like deseg schools and shit, and that's like schools with like integration. It's like they
Right.
way out in the county and shit where motherfuckers average over like 100,000 a household and shit like that.
Facts.
So they
Facts.
get some city kids and shit, and then they ship them out there. So I had went out to the county like third grade, and they had the infamous DARE program and shit. And,
Mm.
drugs was so fucked up and rampant in my hood that they had me basically. I didn't really want to say brainwashed or whatever, but I just know I ain't want to be fucking around with no drugs and none of that shit when I
That's
got
it.
of age.
Yeah.
Cause I seen what it was doing to my household, my aunts, my family, my uncles, my community. So I was one of the main motherfuckers dare to keep a kid off
Mm.
drugs.
Right.
And shit, as soon as a nigga turned 13 though, a nigga got off in the drugs. So it's just like no matter, it's like when niggas be saying that PTSD shit, niggas is not really using that shit as no, you know what I mean, no scapegoat or none of that shit. It's real fucked up. Just like I
Right.
said, my family really was fucked up with drugs, and I was totally against drugs, but as soon as I turned 13, it's like,
Yeah, it was
I got
always.
a bag of rocks myself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't type shit. It's like you in it
Hmm.
regardless, and it's gonna touch you in some type of way. So that really was majority of like my childhood and shit growing up and shit. It's like just selling drugs and shit, trying to get really just try to eat at first. We was on the spaces talking about that shit
Hmm.
the other day. It was really just trying to eat when I desired. You know what I mean? Then this shit turned into clothes and cars and women and shit like that. But man, the nigga life just really kind of been filled with filled with drugs, man. You know what I mean? Some type of way. So
Salute to
that's
Risco.
yeah.
Riso.
Shout out Green Ranger. That's my boy, man.
My nigga,
He don't
man.
show me nothing but respect, man. Nigga told me the realest shit. Nigga was like, nigga, you done fed my kids, niggas with battle rap. You know what I mean? And nigga, I don't know. That's some of the coldest shit I ever heard in battle
That's
rap
a fact.
because it really touched me. Because nigga, I know what it feel like for me to, a motherfucker to put me in position to feed my family and my kids. So that
Hmm.
shit touched me. So shoot out, salute the Green Range. I fuck with them heavy.
That's
So
a fact. So back then, you didn't. Did you get into any of the gangs out there, or
oh
you
man,
just it was
gangs
just
is it's
a?
like I
Because I
mean this
know
is like
it
early
was crazy
'90s.
out there. Yeah.
Early '90s, like of course everybody touched gangs. Actually, at first it wasn't gangs. Called 88, 89. Colors come out. You know what I mean? Colors, major motion picture. I guess that's Oliver Stone. I think who was responsible for that.
Mm.
Um, everybody wanted to be a Crip or a Blood. In my neighborhood, where my mom was staying at that time, um, 87 Kitchen Crip gangs gangsters. That's what was in the neighborhood, and
Mm,
also Six Deuce East Coast Crips. It's
right.
basically just California niggas coming from L.A. Hence the Ice Cube
Right.
shit. St. Louis niggas want their cornerback, and
Hmm.
they was dropping niggas bags, and these happen to be the niggas who drop niggas bags over on the infamous College and Carter. Anybody from St. Louis, they know what the area is, Fairground Park area. You know what I mean? So of course, like right out the gate, and still to this day, you know what I mean? I'm heavily affiliated with Nick. I just know the difference, you know what I mean? But it's definitely like, twos and sevens when it comes to St. Louis type shit. So I pretty much think gangs touched everybody that's my age. I don't give a fuck. Like they had to touch you in some type of way, for sure.
No, that's a fact. Because around that time, the West Coast was kind of fucking with a lot of the Midwest, St. Louis, Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a lot of the influences came down here. So there's a lot of Kansas City was more Crips than Bloods down here. Um, but back then it was really out of control. You know what I mean? Um, so shit back then I understand that shit. You know what I mean? I was in the dare shit too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And it was like my my homies. They're older than me. So when I was like 18, 19, these niggas already 30, right? So in order to hang out with them and do the shit they doing, you gotta have paper.
Mm-hmm.
And just having a job, that's not the paper that you want to have, when you hanging out with these niggas. You know what I mean? And it was tough love. If you don't got the money, we ain't fucking with you, nigga.
Facts.
Go do something. So what I go do? I gotta go sell some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I gotta break in houses and steal some shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Steal cars. So I gotta do whatever it need put so I can have thousands in my pocket so I can be
Right.
riding with these niggas. You know what I mean? The influences back then, especially with the music, the videos, we was heavily influenced back then. It was crazy.
Damn right.
Do you know? Let me ask you this: do you know what started the whole Kansas City St. Louis beef?
If I had to take a guess, man, I would say that was from the penitentiaries, bro. You know what I mean? I would have to say that that's really probably from prison. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that it's outside of the because mainly I know when people go to prison in Missouri, it's kind of like St. Louis guys, Kansas City guys, So I would really think that that was started the beef, but like I never really known like a serious rivalry
Right,
outside of prisons. But I do know that because I know like back in my days it was like car shows and shit was big out here in St. Louis, and the Kansas
fact,
City guys would always come down. They will
fact.
always come down here and
That's a fact.
like nigga like 30 cars deep, and I'm talking about they was showcasing they shit. So I really don't think that like outside of the prisons is so much of a like a rivalry. I just think that maybe when they get in prison, it's like St. Louis guys gonna ride with St. Louis guys, Kansas City niggas gonna ride with Kansas City because we all go to the same penitentiaries. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So that's what. Because outside of like, I never had like a Kansas. I never that shit was never embedded in me though. Like
Right, me
you know
too.
what I'm saying? Like
I grew up into that shit. They was telling me, and I never really asked what the beef was, like, cause niggas was getting handled when we go out there. You
hmm
know what I mean? But it was just, I never understood it. But then
nah,
it
man. I
stopped.
don't really
You know what
know.
I mean?
I don't really know, bro. For real.
Okay. Because that's cemented in history right there. Because I mean, it did have some violent times, far
Mm-hmm.
as far as that. Because like you said, we did go out there to car shows and shit like that. We did go out and we all St. Louis and Kansas City, we all migrated to wherever the action was. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Freakniks,
Facts.
the LSU, the homecoming games and shit
Gateway
like that.
classics and shit. Y'all used to
That's a
always come
fact,
down here for shit like that. Like,
right? So we will always come out there, and it will always be some drama. You know what I mean? So
mm-hmm.
I never understood where it came from. You know what I mean?
That's you know what? That's a great topic though, man. Shit, maybe even some people maybe older than us or something.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
we
need. I
could.
want to find that out.
Yeah,
Why
that's a
that
great
was.
topic though, bro. May have some St. Louis niggas sit in, some Kansas City niggas sit in that's certified and just talk about certain shit and how that shit. That's a great topic though, bro. For real.
That's a fact. I wonder. So let me ask another question. I'll be prepared. You know what I mean?
Let's go.
But these are just questions that just pop in my head. I would like to understand because I was living in San Diego, and on the radio, it was a song called "Country Grammar," and it was Nelly, and I heard the accents and things like that. And I really never paid attention to it when I was younger. When I did go to St. Louis, there was the way the slang, you know what I mean. And so why is it? Because we're from Missouri. I'm from Kansas City, and I know
hmm
people think we talk proper and shit like that. Whatever. Um, but why is our I don't want to say language, because you know how y'all her
Accent, maybe
y'all have a
accent.
different slang type of accent, I guess. You know what I mean? Why do you think that is if we live in Missouri? I never understood that.
Now I can really say that y'all like 4.5, 5 hours away from us.
4 hours. Hmm.
Well, so when you really think about it though, like Memphis is 4 hours away from us. Nashville is 4 hours away from us. Fucking Chicago is 4 hours away from us. So I can see how the fucking accent is, what I mean, we don't all talk the same, but generally it comes from white people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like white people was setting the standard for how motherfuckers was talking and shit, in different parts of I mean, you know what I mean? Because I don't know if it's like what type of people was here in St. Louis. I don't know that maybe pronounce they shit like that, but it gotta come from some shit like that. But we so deep in this shit in St. Louis that we don't even be like somebody will call us country and it's like, what, nigga?
But that's
St.
because
Louis is the most
and
city
again,
fucking place that you could be at. You know what I
but
mean?
look at
Like,
then when you had Nelly, he was talking about the country grammar. We're country, he did, so he was embedded in that in people that don't.
shout
Because
out to
I
Universal
don't.
Records. They marketed the fuck out of that.
Right. I don't find us country.
They made a
I
fucking
mean,
world of people think that St. Louis is country when nigga ain't nothing country about us. We urban as fuck. You ain't gonna see no, you know what I mean, nigga. We don't wear cowboy boots and farm and you know what I mean. We
yeah,
city
that's
as
the white
fuck.
folks. Right.
Yeah, we city as fuck. I mean, you do
Well,
have
some
some
white folks, somewhat.
some motherfuckers on farms and shit, but you ain't
Hmm.
got no black motherfuckers on no farm. I know that for sure. Like,
So I can
uh,
understand the country part because you look at the Midwest, we all country. We have the cattle or the farms and shit like that. So I understand
mm-hmm.
that part. But
Grain and shit like that.
right, but to be honest, like St. Louis, the city, and Kansas City, the city, we're a city. We did what
Yeah.
y'all niggas do be doing. We do it too. Even worse, we be in the top 10 of murder rates of all motherfucking time
St.
every
Louis ain't
year.
really hitting under 200 murders a
Facts.
year. They ain't
Fact.
hitting under 200 murders a year, man.
That's a
Like
fact. And
they gonna
Kansas City
stay
right
right.
behind.
They gonna stay at that or better. You better believe so. And
Yeah.
it really don't even just come down to just murders and violence and shit. It's just like
It's a
we
fact.
like to dress. We love certain music. We love different. St. Louis kind of like a melting pot to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
you got a lot of different motherfuckers in St. Louis. You got motherfuckers that's on gangster rap. We always had motherfuckers that was heavily into backpack. We had motherfuckers into conscious rap. You know what I'm saying? Gospel rap. Like it growing up when I was growing up, we always had different type of, like sections of motherfuckers who was doing shit. So we like always been on it. We been on East Coast shit. We been on West Coast shit.
It's a
Down
fact.
south, down south probably has more of a hold on us, period though, because I mean, who didn't like NWA and shit? That was from the West Coast, but St. Louis is more like a fucking 8 Ball,
Yeah.
MJG, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
Suave House, Tony
Yeah.
Draper.
Mm-hmm.
This is early Ghetto Boys. This
Yeah.
is early shit. Like
We
we
was into that.
love
We was
down
into that
south.
shit too. Kansas City, because it was. We were blessed to be in Missouri,
Mm-hmm.
right back in the day, because we was able to watch hip hop from New York start. Then we start hearing these other different sounds, the Midwest, the down, L.A., the South,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we was able to hear everything. A lot of people did. Like if you was on the East Coast, you're not hearing everything. If you're on the West Coast, you're really not hearing everything.
Facts. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
Unless you
I
wanted
was
to seek it out, you know what I
right.
mean?
That's a fact.
Seek it.
So I was more of a West Coast influence person, but I love the South. So they come they like right here. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I can understand that.
Like Master P is probably like one of the biggest artists for like St. Louis people. You know what I mean? Like Juvenile.
Really?
Yeah, like these niggas probably been to St. Louis so many fucking times, bro. They can probably can't count. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like New Orleans. Like I said, 8 Ball, MJG. I'm trying to think of something. Man, so many fucking Southern rappers, bro. They
Yeah,
used to
back
just
then
come
you
here and
had
do
the
shows.
Scarfaces, you had the 3-6 Mafias, you had the who else was down south? No, you had the Outcasts.
We had niggas like Big Mike. We was
Yeah,
big
you
on
had
Big
Big
Mike.
Mike.
You know what I mean? Like he from New Orleans. You know what I mean? We
Yep.
was big on Big Mike. Like it's we more. I mean, I always been on pretty much everybody, but when I'm talking about collective of like down south, probably just really, you know, had a hold on us, in the
Right.
hip hop community, and they still do.
Hmm.
Moneybag Yo's and shit. He probably been here more times than any fucking body. I ain't even gonna lie. It seemed like that nigga at one time he was coming every motherfucking month. The
Hmm.
Big Boogie, this is current artist, Big Boogie. Yo Gotti got the fucking key to St. Louis, bro. He got a key to St. Louis.
Mm.
This nigga from Memphis. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
yeah, but like that's just how much niggas used to be here. So,
Okay.
but I've been on it all. Majority East Coast for sure.
So let me ask you this. Back then, let's because I know you started your channel in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Street Status. Go subscribe to Street Status. This is Street
Please,
Status
please,
DVD,
please. We
right?
just hit 35,000 subscribers, man.
It's Street
Been a
Status
long
DVD,
journey.
right?
Just
What about
yeah,
Street
it's
Status?
street
I
status
think it's Street
at
Status.
street status. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Network.
yeah.
I think it's network now because
Street
on
Status
YouTube,
Network. Yeah.
yeah, you can make your own. Hey, if you got a channel too, it don't have to stay. If you got some odd
Yeah, you
name
can
as your
switch it.
handle, it don't
Yeah,
got to
you can
stay like
switch it.
that no more. Just you can go
Yeah,
switch it now. So
that's a fact. Yeah, go subscribe to them, man. This is
definitely.
this is a battle rap right here. If you fucking with URL, you have to. Go
Bottom
subscribe to
line.
that channel. So when was 2006 when you was first introduced to battle rap?
No, man, before I even did that shit.
I mean, because we know battle rap during on the legendary battles on Wax, but like
No, like I said, I had all like growing up, man, I used to listen to like a bunch of East Coast shit. So I just knew about the art of
battle rap.
freestyle and the art of rapping on a beat and art of acapella. I just knew the art of all of that shit and how
Right.
niggas was doing it. And plus a lot of niggas who used to come home, like when you in prison and shit, you don't have beats and instrumentals and shit. You just niggas come from niggas beating on their chest and you know what I
Right.
mean? Or just spit some just acapella. But the first battle I ever did, it was these two kids. This before I even started the street status Monica. It was kind of like right when I was about to do the shit or whatever. I had got this kid named Buddy and I got this kid named Young Keith. And I had them niggas battle in my front yard. I never forget that shit. Shit was like maybe like 2003, 2004, some shit like that. So
Oh, that was early.
before I even started
I didn't even know.
my YouTube channel, before I even put out my first DVD, I was having just like random niggas even battle each other. So I
Hmm.
mean, but I wasn't thinking about joining a league or filming the battles and none of that shit. It was just shit that I was doing. Like it was just kind of like natural. So yeah, I was already into battling. And then once like, man, I had this kid named Trill, man. He from Harlem. It's such history in his name and his legacy and what happened with him. But he met my people in Cancun, Mexico, a
Hmm.
girl, and he ended up coming to St. Louis with the girl after they met in Cancun, and he ended up linking up with Nelly. Like this nigga is so much responsible for Nelly even getting this deal because he was like a role manager for Mace
Hmm.
at the time. You know what I mean? And he was cool with Cool to Love. And actually, he took Nelly and them to Mace off the flip, and Mace was like he didn't want to fuck with it.
Mm.
Yeah, so then they took it. This was when Mace was falling off and shit too, and then they took him to Cool to Love, which was Mace's manager. Um, and shit, the rest is history. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So, but he was always tight with me. So, like the paid in full story, I had that in like story format on paper
Hmm.
before. Yeah, this is before Dame Dash adopted and said he was going to take the reins on that. I knew about that, the story and all that. But he used to keep a nigga up on. He used to always be like, "Man, you want to become a rapper?" He used to say that to me. He's like, "Man, you got the look. I'm telling you." He used to be gassing me and shit. But I was like, at the drop of a dime, I didn't even know how to rap. But if that nigga could have came up with some shit, I was along for the ride. You know what I mean? I
Right.
see how Nelly had Blue. So
Hmm.
long story short, man, he wasn't compensated well. He wasn't compensated well. But God bless the dead, he's dead right now, And I'm thinking about taking that story on because it's a great story and he ain't nowhere on the internet. I'm gonna tell you who he was. You remember Cam put out the DVD Killer Season?
Hmm.
Do you remember when they was in the church and the guy that keep fucking with the old lady, he keeps saying like nasty shit to the old lady, but that's Trail, man. You know what I mean? They called him T Rail in Harlem.
Right.
We called him Trail down here. So rest in peace to that dude. But he used to be keeping me up on the latest East Coast shit, period. You know what I mean? So we was tired. And when I started to make my DVD, I used to go back and forth to New York. Actually, this nigga, man, I'm gonna throw some. He actually Hitman, dog. Hitman went out there with Trail, man. I'm trying to think. I think it was a Hitman and this white kid named Jelly Joe, and he took them niggas out on the streets of
Jelly
Harlem.
No,
Yes,
Jesus Christ. Go
yes.
ahead.
He took them kids out on the streets of Harlem to battle like T-Rex or something, bro. This was like early on, my nigga. Like, Tell her May, that's another group from her. I don't want to fuck it up. True, my cousin, but he was like, them niggas had met T-Rex like long before any URL or niggas knew he was Smack DVD or any of that shit, if I'm not mistaken,
Right.
because T-Rex and dude from the same block. So
Mhm.
that shit been around us, man. St. Louis niggas can just spit though, period. As you
Mhm.
can see. Like,
Right.
this is not no putting on. Like, niggas here could just spit. That shit
Mhm.
that Nelly, Chingy, Jaquan, all them niggas did, that's just commercial rap. Salute to the business, but
Right.
that ain't really the essence of that shit at all. So yeah, I've
So
been on the battle shit.
I was sitting here debating how I was going to deliver this, fun fact to
Mm-hmm.
people. The fun fact. Um, you started your channel in 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact. URL, the Ultimate Rap League, started their channel in 2009. That's a fun fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because the album just piggybacking off what he said. He's been in the shit. You know what I mean? Um, with that said, before you started your channel, did you hear anything about Smack?
Man,
Did
I
you know
had
about
I
Smack?
had every Smack DVD known to man.
When did
I
Smack
even
start putting out his DVDs?
That's a good question. It had to be shit early on 2003s, fours, fives, around that time maybe. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I don't know exact day, but I remember the nigga even dropped the album, and the album came along with it was a compilation album on Koch Records, and he dropped the DVD along with that. You know what I'm saying? So I copped that shit. Like I seen every battle known to man before I even started the channel. But see, this is the
Right.
delay. This is the delay. Smack, he made Smack Tube. This when World Star was like doing this thing. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted to emulate the World Star format and shit. Cause you remember World Star was just like you wake up, go to World Star, nigga. Look at your
Right.
computer, go to World Star. That was just the what niggas was doing every day. But Smack had made something. It was called Smack Tube. But instead of giving the content away for free like World Star did, he tried to. He been tried the subscription model shit. This
Mm-hmm.
is before 2009. He tried a subscription based model. You know what I mean, with the internet and shit, where you had to pay to see certain shit.
Yeah,
And
he had an app too back in the day.
yeah, see what I'm saying? So
With
this
the
is not. It's
URL
not really
TV
new.
app.
It's just the technology. I mean, I guess it's just a different time to drop, but he already dropped it. But what made him convert? I'm trying to think. Was we even before Lions Den, bro? I'm trying to think. We was before Lions Den. I think the only person that may have been doing, only two other people that may have been doing shit on YouTube was maybe Grind Time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say not guerrilla warfare, but if you know, it was Chicago Battleground. You know what I mean? So I think that if I'm not mistaken, I have to go back and see Gracie and them like the first video that they ever dropped. But I know for sure that we was like 2008. You know what I mean? Nine. I remember niggas like Direct and them with Grind Time, but it definitely wasn't no URL. Maybe Lines then here and there or whatever. But niggas didn't. Just think about it. With Smack, he was known for getting paid from DVDs, right, bro?
Mm-hmm.
So he's not gonna believe in the internet and shit. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna believe in giving away this free content. Why would I give away this free content and I'm making money off of this shit? So
Right.
you know what I mean? Like he had to come around to it. But once he seen niggas like Lions Den and of course us, Street Status Word War, Chicago Battlegrounds,
They,
Grind
well,
Time.
guerrilla warfare started on YouTube in 2013.
Ooh. No, yeah, Guerrilla Warfare did, but before that, they was called Chicago Battlegrounds. You know what I mean? It was called Chicago Battlegrounds for sure. Definitely, they were. They was. It's like Pooh Bear, Big Cannon, K Streets.
Oh, okay, I see that.
Yeah.
2009.
Okay, 2009. So I'm sure we probably beat them maybe by a little bit. I could be wrong though, but I'm figuring we
Yeah, you
did.
started in 2006.
Yeah, but I don't think the battles came to maybe like 2008, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I probably have to look at it and see which battle was first and shit. But
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
but yeah, you know, Smack had to come around to it, man. Like, niggas didn't believe in giving away that content for free. Niggas didn't know this is where the game was headed at that time. So
Right.
niggas wasn't even really paying attention and shit. But you think about those early URL events and shit. It really like set the standard though for what, you know, the URL is still to this day. Like them
Mm-hmm.
niggas really packed venues and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Facts.
they really packed venues, dead ass. Like, and our shit used to definitely be like, if we packed out the African Palace back in the day, that shit used to be like maybe like 120.
Mm-hmm.
Shit looking like a zoo though. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, that motherfucking get packed up in that
Nigga,
motherfucker.
shit like a zoo. But I went out to New York, nigga, and it was like, I was like, damn, that's 500 motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, that's 600 motherfuckers
Mm-hmm.
in the building, like for battle rap, $40-$50 tickets type shit.
Right.
Niggas definitely had the power. You know what I mean? The draw is basically there on the East Coast, and then always had, like, you know, the event that they just did last, niggas was waiting for them to come back to New York. You know what I mean? So
Your first battle was 15 years ago that dropped.
mm.
Was it Averb Presents War?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was 15 years ago.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, we been around, baby.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to G Soldier too, man. I want to give G Soldier a nod, bro. Like, I'm not one of them niggas that get on her and just get to talking. I don't, cause like a lot of niggas be forgetting facts, and when you forget facts, it makes the history kind of like switches up. You know what I mean? Everybody tell their own story. But if you noticed, Young Ill versus someone had dropped on Angry Fans channel. It was like an old battle of him, like before the World War shit even happened, and G Soldier was filming a lot of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was having these battles in the basement. You know what I mean, where niggas was coming and getting together and having these battles and shit. So I just want to salute to that man, because, you know, it just probably wouldn't have been niggas like Young Ills and shit battling Blaze Ups, G Soldiers, if G Soldier wasn't doing his thing with the battles, and that was before the World War shit. So big salute to him, because everything is because of something else. You know what I mean? Like, shit
Right.
just don't start out the blue. So big salute to G Soldier. Can't leave him out of this St. Louis history at all, man. Salute to that man.
Question. What is your definition? The essence of battle rap in that time for you was?
The essence of battle rap at that time for me, I would just say it was really, I know that me and Verb plan, the plan that we was trying to execute was, we didn't want to be known for commercial rap in St. Louis. We wanted to shed rap on St. Louis on how it really is. Like niggas is dead lyrical.
From the Nelly situation, not the
Yeah,
Nelly.
this has a bunch to do with that. Like Nelly,
Really? Okay.
Chingy. You know, you already talked about the country grammar shit. You touched on that as well. It's like we wanted to show the world via the internet and via my channel, because like I said, you said as well, I had my shit since 2006, so I know that I can get. I already went viral, so I had subs. You know what I mean? So our plan was to showcase to the world, no, this is how these niggas is spitting down. You know what I mean? This is like Verb has always been a rapper. He's always been a rapper. I'm talking about definitely long as I've known him, but way before I even known him, he's always been a rapper. Now, he battled this white kid named Spotlight before me and him really even got together on, collaborated on the battle shit. So, and that went big like on MySpace and shit. You know what I mean? So I end up doing a DVD with Verb. I put him on a DVD, rather, and I put like 1,000 copies out in the streets, maybe, and the shit went crazy. So he was like, man, we got to work together. We got to work together. I don't know what we need to do, and he was like, hey, this is what I want to do, and he came up with this battle rap model and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. He came up with this battle rap model, like World War is his idea, Street Status is my idea. So that's why we always say Street Status, World War, Street Status. That's why we just always bigged each other brand up. And my first battle, Verb hired me. He hired me. He like, hey man, I give you like 300 if you come through and film these battles. And I was like, cool. And hold up. Fucking phone wrong. I'll call him back. But first battle he hired me, and after the event went through, he was like, man, you know what, man? I want to bring you on into this business. He was like, man, I'm gonna give you a third of what we got going on. And it was me, Verb, and it was Marcos from Street Report. You know what I mean? I guess I didn't even really know Marcos' role like that. I want to say that he had connects with the venue. But me and Verb, like, we got closer and we just used to talk on a daily. And our main objective was to prove that St. Louis had spitters like none other. We wasn't some dance. We wasn't some niggas that was chicken heading and shit like that. You know what I mean? And that's what we wanted to show. We wanted to showcase the streets and that niggas could really spit. And so that's the essence. To answer your question, long story short, that was the essence of me for battle rap at the time. It was just to showcase these niggas so other people can see them and know that we not on no bullshit. Like, we really down here rhyming. And bro, I swear, like, it's so crazy. It just worked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it really worked, bro. It really fucking worked. It worked.
So you work with Verb before you even put him on the channel.
Yes.
How did you meet Verb?
It's this it was this group called June 5th. It consists of Brooke Holiday, DT, and Tiffany Fox. Brooke Holiday, her name's Brooke the Brand on Instagram right now. She just signed with she just got a job at 300 Entertainment, like the director of A&R or some shit. So like her come up was just dog, to see where she came from and to where she is now. It's just crazy. But she's been my friend since maybe I was like 11, 12. So we had a long lasting relationship. I got a kid by her, a good friend of hers. And she was like, you doing it? Because I used to film them all the time too. And she was like, well, I know this guy named Verb. He can really rap. And I want you to film him. And I was like, let me check him out. And I brought the camera through one of the spots. And I swear to God, nobody on that DVD got as much as attention to they like their section or their interview or anything like Verb did. It was a lot of niggas that wanted to fuck him up though. But you know what I mean? What I'm saying, it was a lot of niggas wanted to fuck him up. It was a lot of niggas that was saying this nigga was the shit. But like other people who supposed to been like more herald in the city, they didn't even get that much engagement. You know what I mean? They didn't get the engagement like they thought that they would get.
Right.
And when I tell you, like I said, this was MySpace days, nigga, it just went up. I mean, it went up. You had niggas that was saying Verb was the coldest, and then you had other niggas like, man, this nigga trash, nigga. Fuck this nigga think he is, nigga. This my city. So
Mm-hmm.
that Verb that y'all see today and shit that does the same shit. Come on, man. That was fucking 20 years ago. That nigga still been that nigga. He still been the same nigga. He been engaging. You know what I mean? So yeah, like that's
Look,
where I met him though through June 5th.
I was never an internet nigga until 2000, maybe nine. I really got started watching YouTube, using a Facebook and things like that. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? When I finally got into really figuring out there's battle rap, because I knew there was 106 in Park, which started in 2006 also. You know what I mean? Not 106 in Park, but the Freestyle Fridays and things like that. So I knew it was that. Um, but I really didn't go into check anything out.
Mm-hmm.
So when I came across Verb, I never liked Verb. I didn't like he was an asshole to me. Like it's just the way he just came off, right? Um, but actually sitting there, not because a lot of people think I'm biased as far as the Midwest, and I'm really not a biased person. I really don't. I root for the Midwest, but if I feel like battle rapper X is gonna beat your ass up, just it is what it is. Okay, so but watching Verb throughout the years, I came to have a respect of Verb, and knowing um, he's one of those pioneers of the Midwest that it has a great resume. He don't have a lot of losses like a lot of the other people that are labeled better than Verb, which is crazy. Um, and he's still the same person. I just respect his assholeness more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like he been that nigga, man, that's been getting on people's nerves and shit.
Hmm.
Like I said, he knows how to draw attention. He knows how to market himself, hence the name Captain Marketable. You
Yeah,
know
it's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
Like
He
he
always
know what he
rebrand
doing. He
himself.
always been him. He always been that
Hmm.
same kid, straight up. But
So when
yeah, I filmed him way before he ever graced the stage, and even when he graced the stage as Word War on Word War, he was just a host.
hmm
If you notice, he wasn't with the Hitmans and the Ills, G
hmm
Soldiers, Blaze Up, Cash Ola, motherfucking Juzillas. He wasn't battling. He was just hosting. We were just organizing the events.
right,
He didn't battle until Loaded Lux and Lions Den was like, these St. Louis niggas is dope and we want to bring them out. You know what I mean? So that's when he got in the ring to showcase what he can do because he felt like it was the time. You know, it was time for what we was trying to do. He was ready
right.
to get in.
Because
Other
he
than
already
that,
rapped. He was
yeah,
always rapping.
he didn't battle any of those guys. He didn't
Right.
feel like he needed to for real. So he battled a kid named Young Mace, maybe on the channel. Shit, I'm thinking it's after Young Mace, it may have been Hollow the Don. You know what I mean? Or when it comes to the channel, after Hollow the Don, it was Big Will. Shout out to Big Will. He was another person that, about him being on 106 and Park and shit. This is even before we was doing our thing on YouTube.
Hmm.
Big Will was on 106 and Park. So it's another person when it comes to battling, even though that's not acapella, but it still was battling and he was 106 and Park champ. So St. Louis, we've been showcased. We've been in the line. He beat plenty East Coast motherfuckers.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? But Lions Den, I'm telling you, Q from World Star, bro. Rest in peace. And Lions Den and World War, Street Status, World War, whatever you may call it. That really made STL versus New York. Just, it made the whole world tune in on, nah, these St. Louis niggas is cold. You know what I
So
mean?
when Lion Den started, that's when y'all kind of like picked up steam in St. Louis.
Like I don't really know like exactly what time it was, but I think we made, like you said, the first battle was 15 years ago.
Hmm.
So shit, I think we was doing. You know what I mean? If the first battle was 15 years ago, I'm pretty sure we was on there before Lions Den. But it's just like on YouTube. It's like, and mind you, we doing this all in house. We haven't booked anybody from
Right.
other.
That's fact.
Maybe somebody came up from Chicago. Maybe I had to look at it.
Hmm.
Scientific, a kid named Scientific. You know what I mean? Maybe because, but I think that YouTube, you know, being what it was back then, it was nothing but a click of a button to tune in to what another motherfucker got going. So I guess Loaded Lux just, you know, kind of went through the channel and he was like, "Oh, these niggas is fire." You know what I
Hmm.
mean? We want to put because
So
you know they was already battling.
Loaded Lux found y'all. Like,
For sure, he found Hitman Holla. The story is he found Hitman. Hitman was in Mineral Area College at the time. He couldn't, what they had scheduled for Hitman, he could not do. Hitman then relayed him to Verb. I remember Verb calling me excited as fuck. Like, you know, we talking about it, what we gonna do, this, that, and the third. And then we set up the STO versus New York, which was like, you know, that's when Arsenal was clowning motherfuckers talking about the chicken head. We
right.
had goods. We had head
Hey,
ice.
tell these niggas back then the promo videos niggas was doing on each other back then was crazy.
Man, listen, it's battle rap. Never see, like I can't even really see a time like that right now because literally everybody was tuning into that shit.
Hmm.
Like everyone, like everybody, man. Like it was on. Like I said, at that time, World Star was the epitome of like the culture at the moment, bro. So our shit was getting picked up by Q on World Star for $0. If we wanted to do a freestyle, if we wanted to do a trailer, if we wanted to do an interview, he was picking up. Long as that shit had Lions Den, Loaded Lux, and that's who he was coming at. We was coming at New York and shit like that. It was up.
Hmm.
It was up, free of charge. It's like two, three
That's great.
thousand probably for a video at that time, maybe.
So when Lux reached out to um Verb, what was the next thing that happened? Because now we're getting into the part where now St. Louis has already been doing their thing, and y'all already kind of irritated about the whole country shit, the
Mm-hmm.
country grabbing all the Nellies and things like that. We really have spitters, you know what I mean? And you start showcasing some shit, and a nigga from the East Coast, Loaded Lux. And I know y'all knew who he was. You know what I mean? And that's
Hell
why Bert
yeah.
was excited, that he reached out like, "Hey, yo, I feel y'all dope and shit like that. What's up?" That type of shit. What was next after that?
Oh, okay. You know, it's funny that you said we knew who Loaded Lux was. I definitely want to get into that.
Yeah.
We definitely seen them on DVDs, of course,
Hmm.
but also Meta. I think it was maybe BET Awards. Meta caught Cassidy and he caught Loaded Lux. It's out there. I forgot where the video at, but they have a video where they was ciphering. So you know what I mean.
Meta and
Basically,
Cassidy.
yeah, Meta was trying to make basically. I guess they was trying to bait them into bait Cassidy. No, Loaded Lux was really trying to bait Cassidy into battling at that time. You know what I mean? So they all on camera like rapping with each other. So we definitely knew like Loaded Lux from the DVDs, and we for sure knew him for that because Meta and them was from St. Louis, and you know we was highly tuned in. But
Hmm.
to continue on what I just want to throw that in there. Like we definitely knew who he was, but
Right.
the STL versus New York, that's what went down, and it was supposed to be Remy versus Arsenal. It was supposed to be Young Ill versus Goods, and it was supposed to be Averb versus Head Ice.
Hmm.
And no bullshit, bro. It's funny how the game is, bro. Tay Rock was the card opener.
Mm.
He was opening up the card, like the kid from Baltimore. I forgot who we battled, bro. But boom, we go up to New York. It's so funny, man. Them niggas was looking at us like we was fucking aliens, bro, when we got out the car and shit. And they really was like, man, these St. Louis niggas really came up here. They thought we was like not gonna come type shit.
Right.
But niggas didn't know what we was trying to do for our city. Like, nigga, can't nobody stop this, nigga. We fearless. Right. Fucking fearless, nigga.
Right.
Nigga,
and
all I know is I had
you had to go through New York anyway to, to kind of like get your respect anyway.
Man, we was fearless. We didn't give a fuck about. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from them, but I know I was. But shit, I didn't have the rap either. But I was ready for whatever, man. I ain't even gonna lie. To put my city on, nigga, I know niggas can be on bullshit. Cause guess what? This niggas in my own city can be on some bullshit. This niggas in my own hood that can be on bullshit. Nigga, I was ready for absolutely whatever, man. Just to show I had my camera with me, so I was ready to pick up any fucking thing. Long story short,
you was up there with them in the trenches with them.
Nigga, we is on like 125th and St. Nick, nigga. If you did any nigga who know anything about New York, nigga, we in the middle of fucking Harlem, nigga. This is the hood. This is the hood. You know what I mean? We in the fucking hood, bro. We go up in the venue. The nigga loaded luck. Something is up with their paper. Like, I don't know what he promised the other battle MCs, but something didn't fall through on their end, and the shit end up not going down. And that's where we catch the infamous.
Yeah.
I got some pussy lined up with Goods. Goods had pussy lined up. He's the same person he is too, still to this day. Right. He was like, he got pussy lined up, and it was so crazy because Murder Mook was basically trying to spearhead the outside movement of somebody rapping. But at this time, we got Undeniable TV. He's out there, Dash Living. We got a few other bloggers out there. I'm not the only camera, but shit, end up catching that shit. Catching SB versus Verb on the corner, man, and like the rest is kind of fucking history, man. Like, I ain't even gonna lie, but how we caught it, just to give a little insight, that we waiting around. That nigga Verb was like
historic.
Man, Verb was like, man, fuck this shit. I ain't fucking with this shit no more. That nigga started walking off. I swear to God, that nigga like a block in front of me, bro. Like, and I'm like, yo, hey, Verb. Yeah, this is like this is before the SB battle.
Oh, okay.
This is before the SB battle, and I'm like, hey, Verb, come back, nigga. We getting something on camera, nigga. Fuck this. We not leaving this motherfucker without that nigga like a block up the street. He was ready to go. He had threw a fit. You know, Verb, he threw a fit out there. I'm ready to go. He was upset and shit. I eventually end up calling the nigga back. He ended up coming back. But what's crazy is Remy started off first. And but it was so cold. It was, I swear to God, it was probably about 5-10 degrees outside, bro.
It looked cold as a motherfucker.
Man, it was, as they say, it was brick dead ass. You know what I mean? Like it was fucking freezing outside. And I guess Remy froze up. Like, these are just facts. Remy froze up. Then SB went. And then after SB went, Verb went. And then after Verb went, SB went. Then Verb went. You know what I mean? So I ain't even put Remy on the footage. You know what I mean? So I just turned it into a fucking SB versus, but just the reaction from T-Rex and Murder Mook and every motherfucker who was outside involved in that shit, bro, it made that shit legendary. Before we got home on that plane, nigga, that shit was uploaded on. It was uploaded on World Star already. But the good thing about mine is,
nigga,
I put my shit on my channel. I put my shit on my channel.
You a genius, nigga. Nah, nigga, fuck all that. You ain't about to slide that, nigga. You a genius on that one. You know what I mean? You cut Remy out.
I just cut him out. Yeah, because I know what I wanted to showcase. I wasn't just I made it SB versus Verb. You know what I mean? Remy went first, maybe like 10 to 12 bars, and he just froze up, bro. Then SB went. So if you look at the video now, it's SB versus Verb. 3 rounds, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a fact. That's why I said this. Recently.
I put some gauze on that bitch. You hear me, Cabo? I put a roll of gauze on that footage, man. This is what it's gonna be.
This nigga.
Yeah, I mean, we go. This is how we go
Get
heal
a
this
whole nother
wound.
person out that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
But that was like the greatest shit ever, bro. That was like like I said, I went viral before about some shit with Nelly, but then that was like the second time that I went viral.
Mm-hmm.
It just, I couldn't stop the fucking likes, the views, the comments, you know what I mean? Like the shit was crazy. The shit was crazy, bro. And I ain't even gonna lie. At that point right there, that just birthed. Man, niggas got booked out of everywhere. They ended up booking Young Ill for Fight Club. They booked Remy for Fight Club.
Did that ever go down?
Yeah, it went down. It's on there. It was Remy versus Arsenal, which was supposed to go down on Lions Den. Let's let you know like how it was. It was like they was just ready to book St. Louis niggas after that. You know what I mean? Like by any means necessary, let's do it. And Ill battled Hollow the Don, and Remy battled Arsenal on Fight Club. It's actually on YouTube if I'm not mistaken, for sure. But they was just booking St. Louis niggas out the gate. And then Hitman ended up going up there for no, we had the Midwest Massacre here, which was Hitman versus who did Hitman battle? Who the fuck did Hitman battle here? No, I'm tripping. Okay, Midwest Massacre. It's been so long, got my shit fried. Nigga, it was Big T versus Hitman, Midwest Miles versus Averb, Young Ill versus Calico, Remy versus X Factor. Yeah. Yeah, Remy versus X Factor is the only one that's not out because a fight took place right after the battle. You know what I mean? So
it was Hitman again. Hitman and who?
Hitman versus Big T. That's on the tube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was up. It was up right there. Like it was up. And you can ask them niggas, I'm the first nigga to pay niggas to battle. URL didn't pay them to battle. They was giving them niggas exposure. With that event right there, I ran the event. URL kept the footage. I paid the MCs and took home the door. But like I said, after Young Ill and Calico battled, it was a fight that went down in the building, fucked up the whole event. And Big T and Hitman was left. Averb and Miles was left. So I called up my cousin. He had a bar downtown on Tucker in Washington. This was one of his days that he was closed.
You made an audible.
Oh yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. These niggas, I ain't never seen one of them niggas get on camera.
No, this nigga made an audible.
I ain't never seen the nigga say that. I ain't never seen. Only Midwest Miles is the only nigga who 100% gave me my props when it comes to what I done for the culture at that spur of the moment. And you know what I mean? Nigga, you think URL, Smack, Beasley, them niggas ain't never got on camera and said, yo, shout out to that nigga O. That nigga O made a play for us. You know what I mean? I really did audible that shit. Blue 42.
Hey,
split in reverse, nigga.
I already know how you move just off of how you made your whole narrative with the Verb and SB battle. That was the look, people. O set history, right? You remember how the whole, we talk about all the narrative or shit. That just didn't come out of that came out of left field, right? This is the first nigga with the first narrative. He made his own narrative. So if I know you making your own goddamn narrative, nigga, I know you gonna make shit happen. If not, you know what I mean, you gonna die trying. I know that.
Like I said, bro, listen, Cabo, it really just go back to what I was trying to say, what me and Verb was trying to do from the jump. I wasn't gonna let anything get in the way of. Listen, bro, just to rewind it a bit, the fucking fight is going on. Niggas is in that motherfucker throwing them. throwing chairs, fighting, everything. It's like a fucking Charlie Brown fisticuffs every fucking where. A big ball of motherfuckers rumbling. I'm just sitting up here looking like, damn, they fucking up the event. But at the same time, I'm in my head like, what the fuck else can I do? That nigga Beasley, Norbs, all them niggas is packing the fuck up. Them niggas getting the cameras. Them niggas is packing the fuck up, bro. And I'm like, nah, bro. Let me talk to you for a second.
Hey, look,
I'm like,
look.
I know a place we can continue this.
Hold on, real quick. Look at this. Hold on. Let me take this comment off. Oh, I gotta take that off too. Hold up.
This nigga. Hey, them niggas fight all the time. You ain't lying. Hey. And I swear to God, that was definitely like St. Louis on St. Louis violence. Like, you understand? We got niggas from Detroit in the building. We got niggas from Chicago in the building. It was just, but this was like St. Louis versus St. Louis crime, man. Like, they fucking shut the building down, and police came. You know what I mean? They said it's time to go. Fuck that. This shit over with. And I told Beasley, like, man, we finna go back to the hotel. We gonna get on the plane in the morning and shit. And I'm like, nah, bro, I can make them last 2 battles happen for you. And I told my cousin to open the door if you want to make this money from the liquor. So when he going there, he had the Detroit niggas, man. Shout out. I like how they move. They coming in that motherfucker buying bottles. You know what I mean? They buying they ain't buying no drinks. They like, what you want for that bottle? And he like, so he like, I didn't make a quarter off of that. You know what I mean? I didn't charge niggas. Only thing about it is maybe everybody from that event that didn't get to go to that because it was kind of like a word of mouth thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and it was a smaller, venue, but my cousin opened the doors and shit. That Averb versus Miles went down, and that Big T versus Hitman shit, and the rest is history. You know what I mean? And I felt like at that point right there, I felt like me being old at that moment, I probably could have been a little smarter. You know what I mean? And I probably could have had more of a financial gain when it comes to, battle rap and shit. But like, I'm still here though. So,
right.
You know what I mean? It ain't even about the paper, but I felt like at that time, Smack them was ready to book niggas though. They was ready to give a nigga. It ain't nothing for them to give a nigga $1,000. You know what I mean? At that moment.
Right.
And at that point, that was a huge check. Niggas ain't get put like this. They didn't get 1,000 from me. You know what I mean? So if Smack could have gave them niggas 1,500, 2,000, nigga, of course they wanted. Plus they was gonna give them the URL platform. Shit, let's do it. But I still fucked with Verb. Me and Verb still did our thing. We did Verb versus Hollow and Hitman versus Rich. Another sold out show. You know what I mean? So
shout out to Straight Cash. He said, I've been listening this whole time. Well, I've been listening while cooking this exclusive content, Capo. 100% salute to O.
Right on, bro. Right on.
I mean? Salute to y'all. And my people know over here, especially with someone of your stature and what you have brought to the back. You are, to be honest, you know what I mean? You are up there with the grind time started. You know what I mean? Then you had, at the same time, you had the Lions Den, the 106 and Parks, Freestyle Fridays. You had motherfucking I always forget they fucking name with the pool table.
Fight Club.
You had Fight Club. You know what I mean? And then you still had the Smack DVDs. But as far as throwing events and having these actual battles, you know what I mean? These are y'all are the ones that are like are like the forefathers, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. That's why, you know what, man, and that's why like a lot of leagues,
because that's what you started the Midwest movement.
A lot of leagues come along and shit too. And that's one thing I don't appreciate. It's like niggas be trying to come for niggas and shit like that. And it's like, how could you come for a nigga who basically, if motherfucker would have never done what they done, you wouldn't even be doing what you doing. You know what I mean? Especially niggas in the Midwest and shit like that. That always kind of like bothered me. And actual leagues in St. Louis that come along, and it's like you niggas ain't never went through none of the rigmarole to make this shit happen. You know what I mean? Y'all never had to go out motherfucking New York 125th St. Nick, nigga, get on the corner, nigga, with your camera, nigga, filming shit. You know what I mean? You niggas ain't
Right.
never had to throw some of the biggest events, well, you know, with URL, without URL, shit like that. So it's like
Right.
when niggas be coming for niggas, I just be like, man, I don't really be want to do too much arguing and shit.
When you
But
humble,
yeah,
I
yeah,
noticed that. I mean, look, real standard niggas gonna be humble. You know what I mean? I mean, we can get rowdy, but for what? Nigga, look, especially over the internet.
facts.
You know what I mean? We everybody know. You know, you if O had put out a word, it's a rap for niggas. You know what I mean? look,
Yeah.
people got weight. You know what I mean? Um, so the really the birth of the Midwest movement is when Lux acknowledged y'all niggas. Y'all went out there, did y'all thing, and they was like, "Nah, we got to get this Midwest shit."
I would say that's St. Louis movement. I would say that part is St. Louis
Bet,
movement, but the
bet, St. Louis,
Midwest movement comes after them niggas battle each other
right?
at the event I was talking about. Then them niggas was like, nah, nigga, Midwest niggas, we got to stick. Matter of fact, it really goes down. It's like they battled each other, so niggas go out to URL. It's like, nah, these East Coast niggas doing their thing. So nigga, we the Midwest movement, meaning nigga, it's not just battle rap, nigga. You feel what I'm
So
saying?
when did
Like
Calico come into the scene? Because I
Calico
feel like
battled
they.
he battled Young Ill. He
So
battled Young Ill.
like far as how did he transition to URL? Who the URL grab first? Was it like Smack URL? Was it Verb or Calico?
They battled on URL the same time, the
So they
same
picked.
event.
Okay, okay,
It was
yeah,
called the Midwest Massacre.
that's right.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, they both touched down on URL at the same
So would
time.
that be the where it started the Midwest movement?
Yeah, like right after they battled each other, it was like, no, we need to lock up for when we out here in New York and shit. Like I said, it ain't just for battling.
Okay,
It's kind of for nigga. No, we standing together. We 10 toes together. It's like
right,
we on our shit because it's like us versus the East Coast type shit. We don't know what these niggas on. You know, outside battle is a battle, but outside of that, nigga, we don't know what these niggas on. So, you know, we basically need to be riding with each other. But it was so crazy because the Midwest Massacre didn't last long because to me, because it didn't stand for what it was supposed to really stand for.
right.
Because if you
They're
look at it, a
trying
lot
to
of them
get out
niggas
of here.
start battling each other. A lot of them niggas was talking with East Coast niggas, you know what I mean, friends with East Coast niggas, you know, it was so it's like it got broken up shit before it can even like really jail, you know what I mean? So you
Right.
had all type of niggas talking and saying shit, you know what I mean? So
Mm.
it wasn't solid, basically. That's all I'm trying to say. It
Man,
wasn't solid.
if the motherfucking shit was solid, do you know what the shit? So this and this is what I say, and it's not biased for me. Um, once once the Midwest was injected into the East Coast battle rap, that's when Energizer Bunny. Yeah, we was the battery in that motherfucker back. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because that niggas got scared back then. Oh, these niggas nice. Oh, he just killed SB
For
and Rip.
sure.
You know what I mean?
For sure. Nigga, listen, if you like East Coast niggas was scared, man. They was like, you gotta understand, battle rap. You think of battle rap, nigga. You like, nah, that's some East Coast shit. I don't give a fuck. That's some East Coast shit. So who the fuck is these niggas from St. Louis to come in here and think that these niggas can come on, Mav versus Verb, motherfucking Young Ill versus Sue Surf, Hitman versus Cortez. Who the fuck do these St. Louis niggas think that they are to come up here on the East Coast and be fearless like that?
Hmm.
Them niggas was scared, bro. Like they was scared as a motherfucker. Like I mean, you could tell on social media how niggas was acting, the whole shit. They didn't want these St. Louis niggas coming up here doing no shit like that, but they couldn't stop them. Because at the end of
No,
the day, for URL, St. Louis gave that friction. You know, that East Coast, New
you got
York
that
versus New
enemy.
York,
You
New
got
York
that
versus
enemy.
Jersey. That shit
You
was
got the
cold.
enemy now.
Yeah,
You
we
know what I
got an
mean?
enemy.
Yeah, yeah.
We got something to market.
Hmm.
They still can market that shit to this day. Nigga, that was a bunch of years ago. You know what I mean? So that's really what it was. It was like St. Louis niggas was just doing their thing, bro. Them niggas was scared. Bottom line. You can ask any of them. If they say they wasn't scared, they will be lying. They was fearful of a nigga taking a spot or some shit like that. Or bottom line.
Man, what was the craziest thing when you was going out there to the east that you seen that nobody knows it wasn't documented? Cause there's cameras, but a lot of shit
Okay.
wasn't
All right. All
uploaded and
right.
shit. You
All
know what I
right.
mean?
So before the battle, this nigga, it was before the battle or after the battle. I can't quite remember. But anyway, this nigga Mav, he's big bully at this time or whatnot.
Mm.
But we was at I think maybe it was Subway, and he came to Verb and he was like, no, he started passing out razors.
Razors.
Yes. And that nigga, he tried to pass one to Verb, and Verb was like, nigga, I don't need that. You're like, I'm good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I think that was like some of the wildest shit that I saw. Like, I don't know what Math was trying to like make a statement, or I don't know what he was trying to do, but he started passing out raises to motherfuckers.
So I mean, look, I understand the gesture, but niggas like us, we don't do the slicing and dicing and type shit. Unless you're like in jail, prison, or some shit like that.
And where we from, you want a gun. You
Yeah,
know what I
we
mean?
we
You
need
want
a
a gun,
soda.
man. You know what I
You
mean?
know what I
So
mean? I need somebody to
not that Verb didn't need it, but I think that
right.
he was basically like, nigga, no, I don't even want you to assist me. You know what I mean? On anything like that. Like, no, nigga, I'm already good. I
Mm.
got something. You feel what I'm saying? So I
You know,
think
I
that's what he was on.
in battle, as long as you've been in battle rap, there's a lot of you can recall certain things. So when you said that, as you were saying that story, I kind of recall. I think Maz said some shit. I seen an interview or something out there that he said something about, or somebody was saying, I don't know if it was math, but I know it was a math situation. He was like, yeah, he started passing out razor blades to everybody, and niggas are like, nigga, what is this? Son, you know what I mean. I think I kind of recall that because I try to watch and listen to everything because I like to know the history. I like to like I'm interviewing you. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I wasn't there. I love battle rap. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that was some shit like that. Like, I guess Mav wanted to be like, I don't know, like you said, it was a kind gesture or some shit like that. But
It was a kind of gesture. It was
A
kind
Verb definitely was like, nah, I'm good. Oh, I don't need your razor, buddy.
of
Shout out
right.
to Mav though, man.
Yeah,
I
not
fuck
the
with
man.
Mav. Good dude. Good dude.
Question: how you feel on how battle rap has changed from what from the beginning, your beginning,
I love it.
to now?
I love it, man. Like I said, I literally seen niggas go from getting $0 for 9 minutes to getting 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 for a fucking 9 minute battle, 3 rounds.
Right.
Any nigga who's been here from the jump and can't appreciate.
Mm-mm. No, no, no. We're not doing that. No, not in an hour and 19 minutes in. No,
There
we're
we
not
go.
doing that.
There
There
we
we go.
go.
Okay, cool. Boy, I'm about
But
to say, I'm like, the whole time it hasn't done nothing. Cool. Go
yeah,
ahead.
but I mean, when you think about a business model, man, and you know, as a battle rapper, bro, and they fucking image and likeness going from fucking $0 for a 3 round battle to getting 60 to 70,000 for a battle. Well, that's probably the most remarkable shit I've ever been a part of, ever seen. So when niggas be like, bring back this, bring back that, I'll be like, nah, man, let them niggas get their money, cause that's what niggas got in it for. You know what I mean? Like, nigga, you don't even, nigga, it's not even comedians that get paid. Even though a comedian keeps spitting the same shit over or whatever, you know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
them niggas not getting no fucking $50,000 for no show. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Like, them niggas not getting no 50,000, and that's what niggas be getting now, for
Right.
sure. You see that
Right.
fucking Hitman versus Easy, nigga.
Look, I already
That's
look. I
hundred
already
thousand dollars or better type shit. I guarantee.
that. I think that's a 70-30 split. Now, I'd probably be an 80-20. It's around that. Around that. Hitman gonna get Easy's not gonna make half of what.
Nah,
What?
he's not. And it's like, when you seen Hitman walking in that motherfucker signing that paper and shit, you can just look at the dollar signs in his fucking eyeballs. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the nigga on the little video that they got, the promo video when they signing the contract,
Yes,
what
I've
could
seen that.
make them niggas just, oh no, we doing this shit on Chrome 23? A
Hmm.
fucking bag, bro. Fucking bag, bro.
That's
Like,
a fact.
Remy
But
Ma came in that motherfucker and said, no, this is what I got for you niggas. Hey, let's make it happen. What y'all need, let's make it happen. Oh, that's what you need? That's light work.
right.
Because I need to make some money. I need to make an impact on the game.
Let
And
me
she
ask you this:
single-handedly done that. Go ahead.
facts. Now that Remy, Chrome 23, shout out to Remy Chrome 23. She booked the battle. Now, put that battle to the side. Respectfully, Chrome 23 events has not lived up to like live streams,
Mm-hmm.
audio situations, cancellations. There
Mm-hmm.
was what she has put out so far
Correct. I
has
got something
not
for you.
been
I got something for
has
you
not
at the end of this.
benefited to help her because this is what the people are saying. Like, you know what I mean? Um, even myself, like the quality, you have to get certain people. I understand you trying to get your people on, but all you need is avocado. Avocado will put the pay per view, and you have a crisp pay per view, so you can benefit in the reward of people tuning in and seeing a quality something quality for their buck. You feel what I'm saying? So, do you think she's gonna have that together? This situation is pivotal.
Maybe it could have been I think, Avocado Ruin Your Day. They just shot an entire reality show with Hitman. So maybe this is like a package deal here, you know? Maybe this is a package deal on some, hey Remy,
I know Hitman probably put it out there. Yeah.
yeah, you having these issues, right? I don't want my fans is coming to see me. My Wild and Out fans wanna buy the pay per view. My battle rap fans, they want to buy the pay per view. They want to see what I'm gonna do in this fucking battle. We gonna promote this shit crazy. One thing that cannot happen is connectivity issues when it comes to the fucking internet. We need to have this the stream. We need to have
Salute, salute to T Bull. Happy holidays, my nigga. Uh-oh. He be back. My apologies. Technical difficulties. Man, these some jewels, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to O. Uh, hey, look. This type of shit that keeps me motivated in this battle rap shit. You know what I mean? History. For real. You know what I mean? This type of interviews, I'm gonna like. Like I cherish these motherfucking type of interviews. I swear for fucking God. You know what I mean? Especially someone that's been in the culture this long. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? Almost 2 decades. So this is, and especially being in the Midwest and trying to learn the history of things. So I want to be knowledgeable or some shit. You know what I mean? That's why y'all niggas be like capo. Mm, that's my name. Hey, ology. If y'all understand, ology means the uh, the knowledge of. You know what I mean? Put that put that shit together. Capology facts. You know what I mean? Gotta know some shit to talk some shit. You know what I mean? Hold on, let me see. I don't have my glasses. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Message him. Okay. All right. So we're gonna get this going. We need that John the Don versus Young Gill. Salute to the Reso Wells, man, the Green Ranger. You know what I mean? What's up, cuz? T-Bull. We need that John and Young Gill. Yeah, that's a fact. Let's get this. I had like two more questions. It was just two more questions. Nah, I don't want to see that Rosenberg Raw and Young Gill. I don't want to see that shit. I don't even like Rosenberg Raw like that. I mean, he's okay, but all right. We just waiting for him to get back up. Oh shit, man. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh, what up?
Yeah, man. I don't know what the hell was going on and shit.
Yeah, look. I am perfectly fine with what just happened. To be honest, because normally people with iPhones, it gets kind of crazy during the. I've never made it this long before the
Mm.
fuck ups. But I only had like a couple of more questions and shit like that. To
No,
be
it's all
honest,
good. Let's rock, bro.
with me. Street status. Let me ask this. I really wanted to know this this question. I really want to know the answer. So, because, you know, getting in tune with the Midwest and, St. Louis and shit like that, with Street Status, and then shout out to Marco. Street Report came.
Mm-hmm.
How did that? How did that transpire? And you know what I mean? Like,
Like I always tell the story. When A Verb started getting like he was just like A Verb now. You feel what I'm saying? He didn't really want to do the word war shit no more. He didn't want to do the battle rap shit at home.
mm-hmm,
Basically he didn't want to throw events. And so that's when I took it on. I took it up to my, and that's where you get your B Magics, your T Dubos, your Trey Pounds. That's where you get all these other guys from because that was solely me throwing events, putting niggas on the tube. You know what I'm saying? So, it's so crazy, man. I always tell this story. Verb was like, you got to understand. Back in these days, these were the days when people were signing to people. Like, artists be like, yeah, I'm assigned to this record label, I'm assigned to this individual because they gonna market me, do whatever, show me
mm-hmm,
some love, whatever, put my brand out there. And when Verb made it back from the SB shit, Marcus proposed that me and Marcus should be Verb manager. And Verb was like, nah, he ain't really trying to do that. Which it never was my idea. I never gave a fuck about. I knew the power that I held. You know what I mean? I knew the power I held. So
right.
I didn't even really. I didn't want to be Verb manager or none of that. But and Verb was like, nah, that I don't like that. That's not a good idea. Blase, it's the third, but so it was really me doing my shit by myself for a long time. And then
Mm-hmm,
Street Report popped up. I had no problem with Street Report. I just didn't like the name. I felt like it was 100% a play on Street Status. And it
right.
was like I just felt that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did you ever have
why
a
you
conversation with Marcos?
never like, yeah, like a heated conversation, but never like one-on-one, man to man. But he felt like, what he was saying was it wasn't it wasn't a play on Street Status. And I'm like, regardless if you felt like you didn't do that, it is. You know what I mean? And I didn't like the name. It's like, go out here and get it out the mud, nigga. Don't come making them fucking sure save. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Don't nigga go name your shit something else and let his legs grow. Cause still to this day, you have people tweeting me and shit. If Street Report have a card and shit, asking this, hey man,
Right.
I can't wait to see this. You know what I mean? So it's the
For a
people
while, I
letting
got
you
y'all
know.
confused. I mean, for the first couple of years, I got y'all niggas confused. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And then I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? But that's like me with the connects down here. I call myself the connected.
Or the plug battle league or something.
You know what I mean? So it's just I understand that. So yeah, and I always wanted
That
to
was my
know.
only thing. And then the battle rappers, they was always keeping up like La Drama and shit.
Yeah, of
You
course,
know,
because
so,
niggas are
you
petty.
know.
Of course.
But yeah, I never paid attention to that. Like, listen, I used to go to Street Report shit. I used to go to Street Report shit. That was Blue saying they still think that's a street
Shout out to Blue.
status battle.
What's
Shout out
up,
Blue. Um, I used to go to all the events and everything. Like I'm just I just did a podcast with KD, man. We kind of explained a whole lot of shit. But like
cuz?
the video of it is so trash, bro, because it's some digital shit that I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I probably just put the audio out or something. But he's saying at his first battle, he's saying at his first ever battle, not his first battle, his first Street Report battle, he got up on stage and he couldn't, his mouth got dry. And I went to the bar. I was like, man, that dude mouth dry. Get him and I bought him a beer. I don't know if they didn't have water or something, but I bought him a beer.
Right,
So I've been going to they shit like forever. You know what I mean? Like I'm just the type of nigga that show love. So
right.
I ain't never had no ill intentions at all. But like I said, I definitely have a problem with him naming
Just
this
the name.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
It's
That's
just too
it.
damn close. So yeah, so I understand that. Um, mm, what do you, how do you feel about battle rap now as far as, a lot of the drama kind of like outweighs a lot of the battles? And like things like, exposing people and, like the Kid Slade situations and things
Hmm.
like that. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on those type of things?
Okay, I'm a fan of battle rap, of course, but I also happen to be on the side of business of it.
Hmm.
And as far as business goes, that wouldn't make me not like battle rap or not want to be involved in it because of the drama and shit that these motherfuckers be into right now. But from the fan standpoint of it, we got older and it's like I used to be 100% all battle rap, battle rap, battle rap in my fucking brain.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait to watch this battle. I can't wait to watch that battle. But it's like now I don't even have the brain capacity to take in all of the fucking battles that they got, the content and shit that they got out here. So it's like with the Kid Slade shit, it was cool to talk about maybe for a couple of days or something.
Hmm.
But after that, it was like I ain't really want to because it's really like this is everybody just gonna move their goalposts. It's like debating. What let me say? And
Right.
niggas in jail, and niggas that come home from jail. All they want to do is debate, 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 debate. No, it's this. No, it's that. No, it's this. So we got this thing. Just Google it. That's what me and my niggas are. That's what we say. Like, if it's no, Google it, nigga. We gonna know exactly what's the bottom line of it right now. So I just feel with that, everybody just gonna like twist and turn it into what they want it to be. So it's like it's no business even getting off into that. You know what I mean? Like some of the shit that I said early on, like on the spaces and shit, which I stand by my shit and I still stand by it right now about the Kid Slade situation. I wish that I wouldn't have never said because it just now I got people arguing with me and shit, and I didn't intend for no motherfucker to be want to argue with me and want to conflict and debate with me. I just said what I said. So
Are those people that argue with you? Can they even have they even walked in your shoes?
you know
Because
what?
what
I
you done
really
in
don't
your
know.
he's done in your life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Because
really
a
don't
lot of
know,
new
but
fans, they don't. These niggas are porch monkeys. Nigga. Out here. That's what
I understand. But like with the Kid Slade shit, it's like okay, you had Piper Boy do this whole whatever he done, and it still don't negate or take away that the dude did what he did.
right.
When you get on the stand, bro, you don't write no statements. Well, people who in the streets, you get crucified for writing statements or making a statement. I don't give a fuck if Barbara Walters get on this motherfucker
Mhm.
and say and twist the shit around. It's not right. You know what I'm saying? What he did, that ain't accepted in his form of
Right. Let me ask you this: if they, brought you on the stand and they pointed out these people right here, and they
mhm.
try to paint it to like them are your ops. That's why this situation is going on, and you tell them not my ops and my friends. Is that snitching?
Yeah, because I don't know who them dudes are. I just don't know who they are.
With you just saying them my friends, because they have their narrative. They were like, "Oh, these are your enemies right here." None of them are my
I just don't know what me saying that those are my friends is going
friends.
to do. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I don't know if me saying those are my friends. I don't know what the fuck it will happen to them if I identify. I don't know what's going to happen to me
Hmm.
if I identify myself as
Those
I'm
niggas
a
is
part
my
of that.
friends. I'm not. Listen, I don't even know them niggas. You sure
Right.
you don't know them? It's this video of you right here. Ooh, with these guys. Man, I don't know them.
Just because you saw a video of me at this point.
It could have been a nigga that looked like me. It could have
Right.
been listen, everybody got a doppelganger or whatever out here.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know them. It's not even no trying to be, see, people trying to like, oh, you some street guy. No, you just don't supposed to say anything. Your mama told you long
That's a
time
fact.
ago, don't be a tattletale. Don't tell on your sister, nigga. Don't tell on your brother. Unless you like, no, I don't know. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it is like people want to go into all this paperwork shit and all this
Did
shit.
Megan snitch?
Damn right, she said that he shot her, right? Man, ain't that man going to jail for that shit?
He's looking at 20.
Shit, that's a no-brainer right there.
Hey, he got sentenced. I mean, he didn't get sentenced, but he was in jail on
But
Christmas.
for Megan's sake, maybe she ain't. It's just no. He shot me. I'm calling the police. I don't got nothing to uphold.
She didn't call the police. They got
Yeah,
pulled
like
over
I
that
don't know the
night.
story.
Look, they got pulled over that night. Right after the situation happened, they got pulled over that night. She got in the car after the shooting, but her friend shot her because they was fighting. Because she was tired of her fucking all the guys that she's been fucking, Ben Simmons and Tori and others. You gonna be behind my back fucking these niggas and that I'm dealing with. That's not a friend. They had a fight. She has all the gunshot residue on herself.
Mm,
She starts shooting. Tori got out, grabbed the gun, and shot a couple more times. Nobody shot Megan. She had bullet fragments. So it was more of a ricochet. A part of the bullet entered her skin.
mm. See, I'm not too familiar with what the fuck went on, but
Oh, I was,
I take the whole
I was
did she
watching that
snitch
shit.
type shit. Like she ain't no gangster or whatever. She ain't in the streets. I don't think she lived by no street code or whatever. So whatever they got going on, she didn't tell. You know what I mean? She just a citizen, an entertainer or some shit like civilian, as they say. So I'm not gonna uphold her to some street code, but niggas that call themselves plugs or into drugs or into gangster shit. Yeah, yeah.
Where, where do
You don't cooperate, bro.
facts? Where do people? Because I know I see a lot of people not separating morals and integrity
Hmm.
as far as battle rap. You know what I mean? You have guys out here that are really violating women. Then you have
Mm.
some women out here that are trying to throw niggas under the bus and put a jacket on them, right? The whole Snake Eyes and the Rock situation, right?
Hmm.
I did a live, and I was just like, to be honest, um, I'm really, I'm really Snake instigated a lot of the shit because he was drunk, right? Um, to me, you dirty macking because in your presentation to a female, you want to bring up or bring us some what you think she did with someone
Hmm.
to validate why she should fuck with you. First of all, that's dirty macking.
Facts.
I'm glad you agree with me.
That's hating. That's hating. You just don't bring up whatever you was gonna do was what you was gonna do, bro. You don't need to be bringing up my name for shit.
Right. I bet
Yeah.
you. I tell you what. Oh, this is how I know you a real nigga. I know there's been a few broads you had took from another nigga, but when you took them from that other nigga, I bet you didn't have that. You didn't say one thing about that other nigga.
Hey man, I remember when I learned a valuable lesson, bro, when I was like 17 or 18. I did some hating ass shit like that before. You know what I
Mm.
mean? And I was like, it wasn't even really so much hate. Well, yes, it is. It was hating. Like I don't got no business bringing this nigga name up at all. But I told the broad like, XYZ said he fucked. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Mm.
And of course, she was like, I ain't gonna say nothing to do. I ain't give him no pussy, but I ain't gonna say nothing to do it. And of course, that's assassinating her character. So she gonna go back to the nigga and be like, damn, so you I heard telling motherfuckers I fucked you, woo woo.
Right. Right. Right.
And
Right.
then dude came to me and it was like, I can only just man up to me saying it. You know what I mean? And that
Right.
taught me a valuable lesson. And it was like, I don't ever want to feel like that again. You know what I mean? So Um, I just I just had to stay away from shit like that. We ain't, you know, dirty Mac. No, ain't no pussy. You shouldn't. It ain't that valuable that you need to be bringing another nigga up in it at all. Bottom line, you just
That's
don't
a
do
fact.
that. You could
Yeah.
talk about what y'all gonna do or whatever, or how y'all gonna get it popping, but you ain't got no business bringing up another guy in it at all. It's pillow talk, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like shit like that, and we ain't into that. But like I caught a valuable lesson at like 17.
You
When the
know.
nigga brought it back to me, I was kind of like, it felt shitty or whatever.
Right. I know. I look. I took a lot of women from their nigga, or I've been
Hmm.
the side nigga. When they want to complain to me about their main guy, I'm like, I'm sorry. I mean, what do you want me to say? Because to be honest, if you was a real, if you was real, you would just like, nah, it's over before you even start fucking with me. You know what I mean, at the end of the day, what is he doing that's so bad that I'm smashing.
I'm in a snake eyes situation though, man. That's a young girl, man. Rock Lee is a
Yeah.
very young girl, bro.
She's 20.
And
I think she's like
two,
23, 24.
22. I think they said 22, bro. I
I had
literally
her.
got a kid.
I had her on the interview
Okay.
before this whole situation popped off. So I always kind of ask my guests how old they are, so I can kind of you know go through
But it's like,
timeline.
nigga, she basically younger than my oldest kids. You
Yeah,
know what I
she.
mean? So
Yeah.
it's like you dealing with a
Hmm.
different type of level of maturity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm different, man. I don't know.
if you got rejected,
Battle
would
rap
you?
niggas are thirsty though. Like,
That's
bottom
a fact.
line, like,
If you
man,
got
what?
rejected, would you get mad at the broad that rejected
Man,
you?
no. Well, I'm way more mature than that. Like,
Even in your younger days, would you
oh
have done
yeah, in my younger days, of course, I've been like, bitch, fuck you, and I used to say all
that?
type of like wild ass shit. But a nigga had to
That's what
mature. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what Snake did at his age. That's what I'm
Mm.
getting at. Because as a man,
All of
I
that's cool, but that's still not what they tried to say a nigga done. You know what I mean? Like you can say
nothing.
the
So
nigga act.
because battle rap, the battle rap community, they don't listen. To
You
be
don't
honest,
do that. You don't do that though, man. It's way too much going on,
that's
bro.
a fact.
And you know what I mean? Like you just don't. Cause guess what? It's still people that feel that way, even though you know the headline and all that shit is
Hmm.
100% fucking false.
You know where
You
it came
still
from?
gonna have people that OTF whatever,
The way,
OF10 whatever,
the
TMZ.
yeah, the way the way they put it out there like that. That's where everybody gravitated to. But if everybody listened, yeah, she said her story. She just didn't like how I try to
The nigga
politely,
probably invaded her space, and she was like, "Hold up, my nigga, like, nah,
right. She was
ain't
trying to
nothing,
politely just
ain't
turn
that's
him
not
down.
criminal. Yeah,
Right.
that's not criminal, my nigga. Like,
And the
y'all
way
gonna turn
he
it into some more shit."
disrespected her was is like if I politely turn you down, you spaz on me, call me to all type of hoes saying I fuck this person and you don't, and actually the person that he said that she fucked, I talked to the nigga. The nigga said he didn't smash. They're friends. They've been knowing each other for a while. But they never smashed. So it was a whole narrative. You know what I mean? So my thing was, nigga, you was dirty macking. You got in your feelings. You don't know how to take,
Mm-hmm.
motherfucking being turned down, and you need to control your alcohol. To be honest, because as men, we got to take accountability for our shit. If you don't know how to control your shit when you drunk, maybe you don't need to be drinking like that, right?
For sure.
And I'm not trying to say she didn't do anything wrong. I'm just saying, well, on my point of
I,
view, because
I don't
as
think she
men,
did
we gotta think,
anything wrong. She didn't
right?
do
As men,
anything
she
wrong.
just
She
told
didn't
her
do anything
story. Like
wrong.
she didn't say that he, did anything to her physically. It was just how he couldn't take rejection, and he wilded out as in a drunken state.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I when motherfuckers is going crazy, I'm listening to this shit at work. I'm just like, these motherfuckers. And then I was mad at OTMFMZ, respectfully, that how they just put it out there like, assault or some shit like that. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
you know how the battle rap community, they stuck on one thing and they kind of see it in that lens and not really hearing what the girl was saying. She didn't have no problem with them. It was just the way how did your shit, right? But then when you apologize, all right, player fuck up,
Right.
cool. Then when you do the battle, and all the voting has already started. I mean, it already was done, right? Then you do the battle. Then you bring up a situation that never happened. That means your apology was reneged. You know what I mean? So like, I can see it from every angle. But it look, battle rap, like, motherfuckers are so quick to put narratives and get motherfuckers out of here. Have you seen that going on right now?
Yeah. They like battle rap literally accept anybody and then get a have a problem with when they find something out about someone. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of mind boggling. They wanted this to be some type of secret society for some reason, but it can't work like that. If it's growing, it's growing. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's not gonna be. You can't, cause like, who the fuck is the gatekeepers? Who screening niggas? You know what I mean?
Mm.
Who's the point? You know what I mean? Who job is it to do that? So that just boggles me. They let anyone in the culture, but then get upset when they find out motherfuckers have like monster behavior or some shit like that. And it's
Right.
like, so, but yeah, they quick to try to put somebody out, but like, who can you really put out the culture? Who could you really put out the culture? Nobody, bro.
Well,
Nobody.
dude, look, we put out some motherfuckers in the culture.
Who
We
who
got
who they put out?
we got Adi Boone out the fuck up out of here.
Man, that nigga can battle rap if he desire right now.
I mean, now before this Kid Slay shit, no. After he because after that situation, he did battle like three more times,
Mm,
right? But they was all virtual. because it was COVID. You know what I mean? So like after that, nobody's really fucking with Adi Boom for real. Like you're a rat, get the fuck up out of here. Right? So who else they got up out of here? I mean, some pedophiles out there. Yeah, we there's paperwork of pedophilia out there, and we get them motherfuckers out of here. There's a couple of people that get that sneak through the crevices. They're still here, and they need to go. But people believe what they want to believe. Can't change their mind.
Hmm.
Um, Last question.
Okay.
Street status. What we doing with streets? What we doing right now? I know. I know. Look, I know because you've already kind of expected. Look, I don't. When I get in spaces, I might go into other people's spaces. I might stay in there for maybe 15 to 30 minutes tops. Right? It's it's not. I don't really try to get up on spaces because I don't want to be known by a lot of people. I'm cool where I'm at. Okay. When you on spaces, nigga, I request
Hmm.
automatically because I feel comfortable. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Street status, 2023. What we doing? Is it? Are we gonna have more than one event, or you know what I mean? Because I know you do events as sporadic.
Mm-hmm.
How many you do this year, 2020?
I probably had more fair ones than I had anything, but I definitely had maybe like 4 events, 3 fair ones.
Mm-hmm.
You
In
know what I mean?
2022.
Yeah, I probably be tripping like my brain fucked up because I know I had guns, A Ward, I
Then
had
you have A Ward and Loso versus KD and
no, that was Street Report.
what's that
That was,
true? See, this is see. Look here.
mm-hmm.
This is why I get mad because then it's like I should have to mix up street report and street
I got a
status.
banger 2-5 though. February 5th, man. I'm starting the year off right. I got a banger. You know what I mean? I got something crazy. But my thing, I want to at least have like 6 events this year,
Six. Okay.
minimum, minimum.
Can
So you
we
know,
can we are we going? Is this because I know throughout the few years you've been doing your thing and you've been doing more of a Midwest type thing. You'll have sporadic, mass and things like that. Come down. Um, you know what I mean? So is it this year? I mean, 2023, you're gonna have more of other names and things like that, and
yeah, I just prefer to like build a few guys up. Like I like for you to literally can look at a person's timeline. Like, oh, they battled him. Then he got busy in this. He got him, and then he got busy in this, and he got boom. You feel
hmm
what I'm saying? To where it can be a big card. I don't just want to bring big names.
you're still into showcasing St. Louis.
And yeah, and it's to the point like some people just take battles to die. It's like you going
Look,
to 1-on-one versus a professional.
so they take battles just to lose. Is that what you're saying?
That's be a main question that I ask guys. Like, so you'll take a battle going into it knowing that you're gonna lose, and you know what, man, I got more years than I thought that I would get. Like,
Wait, what up? Wait. Oh, respectfully. And when I say this,
Mhm.
When I say this, I'm not in the streets no more, but the essence of me on Crip, I would have never said no shit like that. Oh, do you know I battled before?
Mhm. Yes, I do.
And you heard my battle.
Not I can't quite remember, but I know you was a battler before you got into what you into now, for sure.
No, I was into the I was into when Smack and Beasley got on that motherfucking stage and say pray for St. Louis in the
Mhm.
Midwest. That was the birth of Capology Facts.
Mm.
I wasn't having that shit. You're not.
Mm.
We're not gonna. We're not doing this. There's a line of respect over here in the Midwest.
Mhm.
Not even the Missouri. We from the motherfucking show me state. We
Facts.
made you niggas. To be honest,
Facts.
that's how I felt. You know what I mean? So that was that was my birth. I ended up, being in this community and we'll be talking shit to all these battle rappers. We chopping shit. You know what I mean? It was so that day was so potent. I just stepped out my body. It was like I'll battle any you.
Mm.
Give me your lowest tier, Nick. I want to start from the bottom and work my way to the top. I'll battle every because the essence of battle rap for me back in the day, knowing what battle rap was, um, I want to be better than everybody. There's not
Facts.
one person in this motherfucking world that's gonna sit here and say they're better than me. Nigga, prove it,
Bro,
right?
what I'm saying is you got niggas paying niggas to battle them. So yeah, like when you think about it, it's like, listen, I'm just gonna skip the line. I'm gonna pay a
But
top tier guy.
isn't that on smaller leagues though?
Yeah, I mean, that be some niggas that be some niggas formula on how they get more, shit to their channel, how they
Mm.
build more content, which I don't got anything against that. But what I'm saying is just go back to what I'm saying. Is like niggas know that they wanna I just want to get through my material clean.
Right.
Like it's not even a hunger. Like you don't want to kill this nigga. You're not writing this kill this nigga, or you took this battle knowing that you couldn't even fuck with this nigga. So like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of niggas taking battles, man, knowing that they gonna lose just to come. It's a lot of shit is not even niggas not even hungry for that. They
Right.
hungry for the likes, the comments, and the
Hmm.
attention. They not hungry for annihilating their fucking opponent. That's just not how it works these days.
Right.
So yeah, so
Did you ever see Chapo's battles? Because he's a league owner, right? And he started battling. Did you ever peep
if
any
I
of those?
did, I cannot remember if I did.
The connects, right?
Play
So
plenty of connect battles I've watched though.
right. So for me, I ended up stepping into that battle. I had a battle. The only reason why I did the battle because I was, I love battle rap. I was pumped up about the conversation was going on, and I started talking because I like to talk shit. I like to pop my shit,
Hmm.
and so I ended up accepting. Go ahead and accepting the battle. Matter of fact, let me do this because a lot of battle rappers they like to tell, about the media. Um, you know, you don't know. You just media. You don't battle rap. You don't know anything, so you can't really tell me anything about. You can't critique me. Cool, that's fine. So that was another reason why I did it, right? So I ended up going ahead and battling. It was a one rounder. It was on Discord. But even on Discord, I wanted to battle. I wanted to memorize my material just in case I might like this shit. I might want to go ahead and do that shit. right? I am never going to downplay my shit. Nigga, I'm going to talk my shit to the motherfucking foolish. It don't matter if I choke or not. Look, you know what I mean? I end up winning my battle against a battle rapper that's had way more battles than me. You feel what I'm saying? It's just like that
You just
Harlem.
different.
We Midwest, nigga. I'm from the
You
Show Me
different.
State.
You different. You a mature nigga too, so you just not. You standing on principle, and you know what I mean. Like you not finna, like nigga. Nah, we not doing it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm not finna go up in that motherfucking. It's like boxing. You go boxing, nigga. You just niggas do that and don't. You know how nigga be like, oh, he took the fall for a check.
Right.
These niggas will pay a nigga to battle and then take the fall.
I
Just
couldn't do
so
that.
just so they shit can get mentioned in the same likeness of whoever they battle, bro. I'm telling you, man. It's fucked up out here, man.
Right. But in your eyes, when you look at people that do that shit and they lose, like it's. Let me ask you this, and this is just ties right into our conversation. What did you think about the Verb and Clips battle? Because I expected a different Verb, and the Verb that I got, it just, you know what I mean? It just, even watching it over and over again. You know what I mean? What
That
was
was a
your
huge
thoughts at that
crowd. That was a huge crowd.
time? That was your thought?
That was the one with the mics.
Did it have? Yeah, they did have a mic. hmm They
They
had a
did
mic.
have mics.
They had a microphone.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, I think that was very well. He had more of one in grind time in Oakland. That was a pretty big crowd as well, but I don't think it was big as like because that was like Summer Madness one,
Who?
Verb Eclipse, Summer Madness one, Summer Madness two, one of them.
What? It wasn't Summer Madness 2. I think it was It was some. It had to be like Summer
Had to,
Madness 1.
if I yeah, it had to be the
The
first
Summer
one,
Madness
man.
2 was with Verb
And Rex.
it was Verb and Rex. The Summer Madness 2.
I mean, that's what P Diddy and all of that.
Yes. So Verb
No,
and Clips, it was like, that whole build up, and it was like the consistency of everybody in battle rap is like Verb really that was like one of his worst L's in
mm-hmm.
battle. But we know Verb is better than that.
No, I think that it was just Verb was pitting itself against New York totally, so it wasn't like
He's
they was
always
gonna rock
against
with
New
him.
York at that
Uh,
time.
Yeah, they wasn't gonna rock with him.
Why do you think they?
His material wasn't gonna stand up.
Why do you think they were? Okay, so we had the Calicos, we had the Hitmans, right? We
Hmm.
had the X Factors. Who else was there? Was Young Gil around that time? Around that, he was there. So Young
Yeah, he
Gil,
battled DNA. He battled DNA. He battled
yeah,
Sue Surf. He battled
yeah. So we
Cortez.
we had all those. We had all the other Midwest niggas, right?
Hmm.
It was just something about Verb that motherfuckers will boo him really more than the New York and the East Coast will boo the rest of the Midwest.
It just goes back to ill hitman them. They showed a different type of respect for New York, so they didn't solely take it up on them guys. Verb on the other end, he really just pit himself against New York, so that's what he got coming.
Cause I always think about that shit. I'm like, man, goddamn. Okay, so everybody else does not get the same hate Verb gets. Maybe I don't. Is it because how he portrays himself?
It has to be.
Like, but Calico is the same way in his own way. Hitman is the same way in his own way, and the list goes on.
I think Verb is kind of different with it though, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, February what?
Fifth, St. Louis.
Fifth St.
Make sure you fucking around with us, bro.
Where's it gonna be at?
In St.
The
Louis.
African Palace?
No,
No,
no, not an African Palace.
where you going? Is it a bigger venue? Is it a big venue or is
No,
it?
no, no. It's definitely
It's
probably
a
like
bigger
two
than the
hundred.
African Palace.
It's bigger than the African Palace.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
And you already have how many battles locked in?
Four.
Four. I'm trying to reach out to my nigga. Like I really want him to come down here and get this St. Louis smoke.
Who is
Um,
that?
he from Cleveland, Ohio. Freddie D. Um, and look, I've been knowing him since I've been in really kind of been in battle rap. In January, it'd be 6 years for me in battle rap. So like I fuck with this nigga. This nigga is I could see the talent. You know what I mean? Um, so yeah, I really want to see. I want to see him down here in St. Louis though. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, I really want to see him down here in St. Louis, but
Let's try to make
uh,
it happen, man. Let's try to make it happen.
yeah, I'm waiting for him to respond. And as soon as matter of fact, I might have to just call him tomorrow. Once I call him tomorrow and see what's the word, because I know he got something coming up next year early, but I got to see what it is.
Man,
Um,
we've been on this motherfucker for a little
what
minute.
about
I gotta
yeah?
shake off this
That
motherfucker.
was
It's been a little minute.
yeah. That was my last question.
Okay.
As far as the street status and what we're doing.
Yeah, six
Because
six events,
I really
man.
want
February 5th. We
motherfuckers to
on.
come and subscribe to the channel and really get in tune to you're part of the essence of battle rap also.
Facts.
Oh, that's one. And I mean, look, I'm not biased. I understand and I realize what the battle rap community has done. And O from St. Louis, Missouri, was on the same time as everybody else on the East Coast. Y'all got to give him his flowers. This is at the end of the day. If he had started his channel in 2006 and his first battle was 15 years ago from now, he's been here. You know what I mean? He's part of this battle rap community. If you're part of battle rap, the community, it's just not the East Coast. Y'all gotta start giving motherfuckers their flowers. When y'all say Mount Rushmore, as far as battle rap, not the rappers. He's one of them motherfuckers up there. And I appreciate what he has done for this culture because he was the only nigga that bamboozled all you niggas and put SB versus Verb. Niggas, fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
It is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna link it with you and and I'll let you know about him. There's a couple of other people I know that that I would like to see come down here and test the waters.
Okay.
But because I be in tune with these new upper comers, you know what I mean. So um, salute to you. Oh, I appreciate you coming up here, blessing the channel
Anytime.
um, with the legendary status that you have in this battle rap community. If other motherfuckers are not in tune, they're really not in this battle rap community like they supposed to. You know what I mean? I had to learn from get go. Like I didn't know this shit existed until I got on YouTube and
Mm-hmm.
on the internet, and I did all my research. You know what I mean? So like we at the end of the day, please go subscribe to Street Status Network. You know what I mean? Go watch the old battles, the SB versus motherfucking A Verb. Then I
Yes.
watch Young Eel. Look, this is what I was gonna do. Hold on. On your card coming up, I'm glad I remembered in my sober mind. Your card coming up, sir. What we doing? Can we do that?
Do what?
Right there on the screen, right there, sir.
No, no, I'm having a whole separate screening for that, bro. Um, I'm gonna have a screening party, man, where I'm gonna throw two battles that I got from Young Ill on. It's gonna be the John the Don versus Young Ill, and the Rosenberg Raw versus Young Ill. That would definitely be in first quarter. So before March is over, both of those battles will be on YouTube for sure. I'm just gonna make a couple of dollars off the internet. You know what I mean? So T
Wait, wait,
Bull, look forward to that.
whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, wait a minute. He did say this one too. What you looking at the screen? You look at the comments too, nigga.
No,
How
I
you
don't
gonna
see
say
him. I don't see
you said
him, man.
Rosenberg Raw versus Young Eel?
Yeah, I got both of them.
Or that there.
You kind of broke up a little bit. I ain't hear
Stop
you.
it. Oh. Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying that. So you're saying that. w- w- Be expecting John the Don versus a, a Young Eel.
Definitely before April hit, both of those battles will be on YouTube, and that's my
You
word,
said
T
before
Bull. That's my
April.
word, Capology
Before
Facts.
April? That's 4 months into 2023. Stop playing with me. Look, I know this February. Wait.
That's three. That's three. That's 3 months. First quarter
January, February, March, April.
before April.
Before. Look here. Um. Okay, so I'm gonna hit you up, right? Because
Hmm.
I need to plan my price line. You know what I mean? I'm a VIP, so I gotta you know
Me
what I mean?
too.
I got some discount.
What
I
would I
got
be
some,
with? What would I be with our price line discount?
well, that's a fact. But I got family up there in St. Louis too, so I can stay
Oh,
up
that's
there.
dope.
I can slide right up into the motherfucking into the hole, in the mosey wosey or something. You know what I mean? I need to be there because first of all, I need Young Gil to spaz out on both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Dead ass. Young Gil needs to he needs to come back. Okay. Salute to you, oh. I appreciate
Salute
you,
to
man.
you,
Your
man.
time, man. Um, you know, I appreciate everything you've done for this battle rap community. The content you put out there, the creativity that you put out there, the initiative of everything you have done to put on for Missouri. To be honest, you know what I mean. You're inspiration to all the to be honest, you're inspiration to all the Midwest, nigga.
Appreciate it.
And I'ma say it, and I dare motherfuckers to say anything. I will drop my motherfucking addy if you have a motherfucking problem. Straight like that. Okay. Oh, tell everybody where to find you at, YouTube,
At Street
social media.
Status DVD on Twitter, man. My Twitter be popping, man. Fuck with me on there, man. At Street Status DVD. Street Status Network on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And more personal shit is like Street Status underscore OWE on Instagram. And shout out to Capology Facts, man. I've been on this bitch for 2.5 hours fucking with my boy, man.
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate you because I needed this history. You know what I mean?
No, man. Anytime you want me to come on here, I'll come on here, bro.
Yeah. Hey, look, the leading up to your event, we can work. To be
No,
honest.
dead ass.
Because
Dead ass.
I already got my plans in kind of like in motion of what I'm gonna be doing around that time. So I definitely need to go ahead and start planning for that situation because I need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pop out of St. Louis this year. You know what I mean?
No, let's work.
I definitely need to see that all that shit that's going on. Salute to you. We're gonna get this shit popping in 2023. Happy
Yes,
holidays,
sir.
by the way.
Same to you.
Also, um, again, this is Street Status, the owner. You know what I mean? The Midwest. He is the Midwest movement. Him and Verb had the vision from the get go. You know what I mean? Go subscribe. Go follow. Get in tune. If you real battle rap, that's what you need to be doing.
Facts.
Salute to you all. I
Same to
appreciate
you, bro.
you. You have a good night.
All right.
Cool. Shout out to Street Status. Oh, um, man, 2023. Look, these niggas pop. Look, if this nigga pop out like look, John Adon versus this nigga said before April. See, this is why. Y'all see what I'm saying? Hey, you three little motherfuckers, respectfully, that's watching right now. I can give content to, right? Now, if I go on social media and say John Don versus Young Gil, niggas be thinking I'm bugging. When have Capology Facts ever been bugging, to be honest? I've been getting exclusives since 2017. I'm your favorite blogger's favorite blogger. Yeah, I better recognize. Peace out. Holla.